Howa Rifles,
Baitmaster,
and Big Buck Bites Feeds.
Well, folks, we're just getting settled in here. It's our third day of our hunt here with Skillet Creek Outfitters in North Texas. We've been seeing a lot of deer. We sat at this exact same field this morning. We saw a nice 8-pointer, 4-pointer, a bunch of does coming to the field. By 8 o'clock this morning, they all fed down into this creek bottom down here, which is a great bedding area for them. James and Frankie said that they'll go in here and bed, and about half an hour before last light of the day, they'll come right back out. We got a feeder off to our back of us, off to my left, and the does are all at the feeder. The bucks will just come and check the feeder. They don't eat too much. They're normally just there to keep the does there. So we're gonna sit here. It's a beautiful day, a little bit windy, but it's always windy in Texas. It'll die down right at last light, guaranteed. So we're gonna sit here and we're gonna see what we can do, and stay tuned. I got a feeling it's gonna be an awesome hunt.
Devin and cameraman Chris Calise were pumped when they saw this giant form coming over the horizon. Just after they got the camera rolling, they realized that they weren't hunting venison. They were hunting steak. This is a buck that they had seen earlier in the week, and he's a nice buck, and on the last day, he started to look really nice. This buck put on quite a show for our cameras, chasing does all over the place, trying to display his dominance. Some really interesting footage Devin and Chris were able to capture. As the buck finally settles down and comes to the feeder, Chris is in focus, and Devin steadies the rifle to make a shot.
Great shot. All right, folks. This is North Texas hunting at its finest. We watched this buck all morning with another buck. A different one came out tonight, a little bit bigger. The other two are off to the side, and a little bit bigger one came right in. He's chasing those around all over the place. This is awesome. Just picked up my brand new Zeiss scope the other day, and I tell you what, this is 200 yards to where he was, where the does were, and I just dropped that deer in his tracks. I am pumped. This Texas hunt, I tell you, Skillet Creek Outfitters, I can't say enough to James and Frankie. They did an awesome job this week. We've had a blast. We've killed some really big deer. This is a really nice deer. Just a perfect representation of a great deer. I'm really pumped about it. I can't say enough. Let's go take a look at him and see what we got. Stay tuned. Well, folks, here it is. I am just absolutely tickled with this deer. He's a beautiful 8-pointer. We watched him chase does all over this field tonight. He's not the biggest deer we've seen this week, but you know what? He's a really great deer. I'm really proud of taking this deer and harvesting him. And we just had some awesome footage of him. And he came in right to the does, and we knew we had to take him. He was just a beautiful deer. We've been hunting here, had some bad weather, some nasty stuff come in, 30-mile-an-hour winds. We hunted through it all. We saw a deer. We saw a lot of deer, and this is what it's all about. I am just pumped. Can't wait to show the guys back at the lodge. Skillet Creek Outfitters up here in North Texas just did a fantastic job with us this week. We've had a blast. I can't say enough about it. So I can't wait. We're going to go take this guy back to the lodge and show everyone off and see what everyone else got tonight. So as
Hey folks, I'm Chris Calise with North Adventures TV. I'm here up in the Panhandle of Texas with Skillet Creek Outfitters. Just a remarkable piece of real estate down here. Frank's got about 7,000 acres that he's managing, and just an incredible place to hunt. Frank, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you got down here?
Well, what we got is some rough country, not too terribly rough, just some gullies, ravines, and stuff. Today the wind's blowing terrible, so we thought if we hunted in these gullies and stuff, we'd catch a big buck moving through there, traveling his routes, staying out of the wind. And luck would have it, this morning old Chris here found one of them. Just happened to be one of them we knew that was in the area real well, and just happened to meet up with him this morning and put a nice Texas deer, I guess, in his freezer.
Yes. Frank, do you have you been doing when you're feeding, you get your feeders out, do you have all your cam tracker pictures all set up there?
Pretty much on feeders or on trails, so we can. A lot of times these big bucks, so they won't come into feeders and stuff, so we try to put it on, trails and stuff that their travel routes pretty heavy.
Now, how many bucks do you see on an average set of film?
It varies. We got one the other night, and we just had one buck. He just camped out there and soaked up all the pictures. But for an average 5 to 7, is a good number of bucks on there. And then we'll pick up a lot more just
That's amazing.
Scattered here and there.
Well, Frank, thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So from all of us here at Northwoods Adventures TV, we'll see you in the woods.